Good morning. Good morning. Still setting up. Gonna check my volume real quick. Hope everybody had a good weekend. There we go. Hope everybody had a good weekend. All right, not bad. There we go. Hope everybody had a good weekend. All right, not bad. There we go. All right. Pop that out. All right, I already took a couple trades this morning. Yeah. Here, let me do that. Small, I could do that. Oh. Oh. Gotta make a few adjustments here. There we go. 11, 220. Can I edit those? I might remove them. Trade number 1. $30. 30. 6. Let's do that. Good start to the morning, man. Good morning. Just playing the one contract right now, MNQ, mainly because I don't need much more than this. So, and also try to reduce my risk. Right now, 14-point stop to get 8 points. I'm only playing one contract instead of 2. Not the best scenario. But I want to leave things running. Just for data collection. So this is trade 4. There you go. TCS on a roll today. Little 5 point, 6 point, 8 point. Yeah. Trade for 7 points. Oh. Well, here's the current setup. Use Replicano. First trade was 5 points. First trade 5 points, second trade 6 points, third trade 8 points, and 13 points. Let this thing calm down a little bit. There. All right, so here's the current setup. You know, these are like absolute numbers. What you actually get is probably 3.5, 4, 5, maybe 4.5. And then this one more in the line of 7 and more in the line of 11 to 12. So, but still not a bad little start. 3-0, 31 points. $50 is the cutoff. Do I need 50? Yeah, I don't know. I probably will cut it off at around 40 or something. If it goes 4-0, then that's usually my sign to say that's good enough. let's see. We got factory orders at 10 and loan officer survey. I don't know about that one. Visit of Trump's envoy Witkoff to Russia expected on Wednesday. So basically this is the cumulative total since June 15th. Should be actually to August 1st. I gotta correct that. Does have losing days and losing days, losing eventually weeks. Currently up around 330 on the PAs. 333, 334, 353. $13, $14, $15. Be right back. Change something here. Started looking into ultra wide curved monitors this weekend. I think I might upgrade to, I like the 49. I just don't know how big it is. I need to go find some that I can look at. Because the height's only about 14 inches. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if anybody else has any curved monitors. I wouldn't mind putting them on vertically. So that my thought was originally, well, maybe I'll just get a couple 34 inches and throw them up vertically. Or maybe even have one horizontal and two verticals. I don't know. One minute chart. There's the 15. Right now we're pretty much holding up as top control. So being that top control is right here at 23,006,125 is pretty much exactly where we are. Okay, that was a different system, potentially taking a long right here at 61, 14 points up to 75. We're just kind of languishing right now, going a little sideways. so far that system's been on. It's 11 and 12 points. This will be 14 if it gets there. Now, what the heck? We'll give it a shot here. Where we at? Get to a 1 minute chart. See it better there. Got the 1 minute weighted below, offering some support. Target is back up here. Stop is 17 points. Ooh. So target 1 is 14, target 2 is 27. Up at 89. Right here. Target 1 being right here. And let it play out and see how it goes. Really, I don't want to see anything below 57. Let's see, we could come down to 48. Or even 41, shoot. Okay. got support there at the 1 minute weighted. And just verify that's what it's set up for. Yep. 25. Maybe I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Right, so far the TCS took 3 trades. These are absolute points, not actually, but 5, 5, and 21. 5 points on the first trade, came down for 6 points on the second trade, and then took a long above the 1 minute weighted here for 8 points and 13. So not a bad little play this morning. So you could be up, let's say you got 4, 4, and 19. So 27 points, 540. You could say 500 as a minimum. And then you'd be saying, why wouldn't you be saying, I'm good for the day if you had multiple accounts? I took the first 3 trades, but I only took 1, 2, and 3. I was only playing one contract. I didn't play the second. And I'm up, 330, 340 on each of the PAs, so probably good for the day. Here comes a potential move up, 62. I'm actually going to take it. If it come back up through. I'll take that long back up. We can find support here at the 1 minute weighted. This potentially is a dynamic reversal indicator trade. MGS, you here? So the US dollar plunged on Friday, and for good reason. The chance of a Fed rate cut dramatically shifted on Friday, and we are now suddenly more in a position of needing data to stop the Fed from cutting further than needing data to endorse a cut. The 28 basis point drop in the 2-year US Treasury note yield was 1 BP larger than in August 2024. Coincidentally, that move also triggered a weaker than expected jobs report. The US dollar was at stronger levels a year ago, and nonetheless, that weak payroll print triggered a bad month for the dollar, which weakened 3.8% through the 27th of August. The yield drop on Friday was in fact the largest since the FOMC in December of 2023, when there was a notable dovish shift from the Fed, signaling the prospect of money easing ahead. And for the day of the FOMC and the 2-year drop, the dollar weakened in 2.8 through the end of the year. So certainly those moves highlighted where the risk. Coming over potentially quiet summer trading and lower volumes. Big difference through that. The dollar is now at weaker levels than those of 2 previous occasions, and dollar fall 10% in the first half of the year. Largest drop since 1973. But that's not good. All right, I'm going to get rid of this trade here. That certainly reduced the prospect of a similar scale size move in this occasion. Need to put my hat on. Reduce the glare. Good. Glad I didn't take that trade. Sometimes less is more. 4:56 a.m. here in the Pacific West Coast. Dead count or V-shaped recovery? Let's watch him. I like him. Vincent Isiano, whatever it is. See what homeboy has to say. Let me check out my daily. Check out my daily ES either. I'm gonna look at ES here real quick. Gotta get my candlesticks. There you go. Candle wicks. I need white. There we go. Nothing happening. We're just kind of floating around. We have no news at 8:30, so we shouldn't be getting any pops. And see if I can get rid of On my background information. There we go, background colors. Get rid of that. Almost there. And come back up and retest that 1 minute weighted white line. Trailing stop. How do I turn that off? There we go. All right. And yes. The CES daily. Keep down in support. I mean, you could draw the support many ways. Let's do this. How about an area? You know, one could draw that like that. Or probably more like that. So we can get rid of that little blue line. There you go. Right. Big support down here. I mean, you could just keep going. These are the daily supports. One could even draw, I would draw a line here. But if we drop ES 6236.50, or just call it 6236, then I would say this guy right here. Or you wanted to do the region, something like that. And I could look at it going this way and say, yeah, that held, that held, that held, busted up through, but it was resistance there. We came up and challenged the top there, got rejected. We held there. Well, it was support, then rejected, came up, rejected, came up, pushed through it, reject. I mean, Oh, what happened right here? Same thing, same thing, same thing. Pushed up through. Look at that big, beautiful bar there. And that's the way I usually go back through and test and look at to say, well, how well did these areas hold? You know, you really have a lot of junk in this area here, right here. So going back through, I might even say, might even bring this up that high. That's probably a little better area. But anyway, you get the idea. And then I would even put, oops, wrong one. I'd even put another region area right here. Something like that. Maybe even turn in red. Yeah, it's fine. Bag green. Yeah, pale green's fine. Anyway, so that's what we did. We came down on Friday, held support right there. So now the question is, do we let's go with an arrow line. So do we come back up? Do we come back up and fill this gap and come back down for this guy? Or do we do something like that? My count might be off there. So if this started a new count, yeah, see, I can't get there from here. Five. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. There we go. That might work out better. 1, 2, and then you could go 3, 4, 5. Stop right there. Come down. Start again at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I don't know. That's the way I look at it. So probably going to be dependent on what we do here, whether we come up and take a new all-time high, take it out, or even come up maybe even a little short, which is a possibility, right? Come down just a little short and then reject down. And that would still give you your that would still give you your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reject. came up a little short. Get targets here. Target there. $8 o'clock last night. A good entry. 62 and 103. And 145. Wow. Interesting. So yeah, what does that mean? Yeah. It's a question. Don't really care about the long term. I really don't. This is all we're interested in right here. Is at the end of the day, can you stop? Take that money and run. Time is it? It's 5 a.m. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't think there's anybody on anyway. Oh, good. No one's here. All right, I'm shutting down. So I'm going to shut down. I'll come back on at 6:15, 6:30, something like that for the open. Nice. Ciao. All right, good little move. Nice little plays. Had some winners there, and life is good.